guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm sharing with you 5 quick and easy dinner ideas. If you need some dinner motivation, some new things to cook for your family, I've got you covered. I love making these dinner videos for you guys. We have really hectic nights, so my recipes are always pretty simple, pretty quick. The whole family loves them, so if you need some of my new ideas, I will list these all in the description box, so check them out. Let's get cooking and enjoy some food.
So I'm going to make salmon tonight with a side of rice and broccoli. I make this into like a rice bowl with salmon. So I like to cut my salmon portions before I cook them so that it's just easier to cut them in whatever sizes we want. I love this Island Teriyaki soy vey sauce. It is seriously delicious. It is such a great marinade for salmon. It is for chicken also, but I absolutely love it on salmon. You can marinate this for a few hours if you'd like, or you could just put it on and cook it right away like I'm gonna do. I have my oven preheating right now to 350 degrees. I always use my baking mat on my baking sheet. It just makes cleanup so much easier. I love easy cleanup for sure. Anything that helps in the kitchen save some time I'm all about it. So while the salmon's cooking, I'm going to make some rice. So I have 1.5 cups of water and 1 cup of rice. I'm going to bring this to a boil. Once it boils, I will take it down to low heat and put the lid on. So the salmon is in the oven and it's going to cook for about 16 to 18 minutes, depending on your size of salmon. It could take a little bit longer or not quite as long. But while the rice cooks, I'm also going to cook the rest of the meal. We're going to have a side of broccoli as well. So I just love the combination of salmon, rice, and broccoli with the Island Teriyaki sauce. It is just such a good combo. Love all of these ingredients together. Just makes an awesome bowl type meal. So I could seriously eat this for dinner like every night, lunch too. It's definitely my favorite. So I'm adding my broccoli to my steamer basket. I have water in the pot already. And this is only going to take about 6 to 8 minutes to steam the broccoli. And this is the best dinner. We have it like once a week almost. So I'm going to make a casserole now for this one. It is going to be ground beef. It's a ground beef taco Dorito casserole. And this is a huge hit. I love casseroles. They're so good and they make such a big batch, good for leftovers, which I love. But this one is just really delicious with so much flavor. So I'm cooking up my ground beef. I'm going to drain any grease and fat, and then I'll put all the other ingredients for my casserole together. I'm adding in half of a diced onion. I am going to add in a taco packet seasoning, which is, we love anything taco related. So this is super good, gives it tons and tons of flavor. I have a can of diced tomatoes with green chilies. Super good. And I'm going to also add in some black beans and some corn as well. And this is just really good, like a Tex-Mex casserole, and it's going to have Doritos on top like I mentioned, and just can't go wrong with some delicious nacho flavored Doritos on top of this whole dish. I'm going to add in half a cup of shredded Fiesta blend cheese and have 1 cup of sour cream. It's going to make this nice and creamy and super yummy. I'm going to mix all of this together, combine all the ingredients, and then I'm going to put it into my casserole dish and pop this in the oven. Have the oven preheated to 350 degrees, and then once it's all ready to go, I'll put this in for about 25 to 30 minutes. I'm adding this delicious mixture to my Pyrex dish. I'm just gonna spread it out nice and flat, add on some more shredded cheese. Like I said, I'm using Fiesta blend cheese, but you can use cheddar if you'd like, would be awesome with this as well. And then I have some Doritos chips. I actually have, I'm gonna use 2 bags of these little mini bags that I got for the boys. A couple weeks ago, we got them because we went on a little trip and I made them a little snack bag, but we don't normally have these on hand at home. So I had some extras and I thought I had to make this casserole because it's so good. Just perfect with these Doritos crumbled up on top. I'm going to do some chicken drumsticks in the crock pot. This is a huge hit with my family. My kids love these. My husband loves them. They are easy, so I love them, and they're just really fun to have to mix it up from our regular chicken that we usually have a lot of. So I'm just patting dry each drumstick, adding it into my crock pot. And I'm just going to add this whole package. It's a big package, so we definitely have leftovers when I make these. You can get a smaller package of drumsticks as well, but drumsticks are really inexpensive, so I like to get a big pack and just cook them all up and have lots of leftovers of these. So now I'm going to add in some olive oil and any kind of seasoning you like. We do a garlic seasonal blend a lot. You can also use paprika, garlic powder, onion powder, but this is our favorite. It's called Cow Camp, and we use it for so many different things, but I am going to season all these drumsticks really good, and then they are going to just cook as is and all day on the crock pot, and they come out very, very good. So I like to, after they've cooked all day, I like to broil them in the oven for about 5 minutes to get the skin nice and crispy, but you don't have to. But it definitely makes the skin super duper good. And my kids love the skin, so I definitely try and make it crispy for them. So I'm just adding them onto my cookie sheet. I'll just put a layer of them on here, and then I'll just pop them in the oven for 5 minutes. Very, very easy, and just gets that skin crispy and delicious. I'm going to do a side of zucchini, so I have diced up the zucchini, and I'm going to just saute it on the stove. I have some olive oil, and then I'll add in our favorite seasonings for this. So I just use a little bit of onion, a little bit of garlic, a little bit of seasoning salt, and then we're good to go. Super simple. I'm just going to toss these in all of the seasonings, and they don't take long to cook at all. Like about 6 minutes, super quick and easy. My family's really loving zucchini right now, so I've been trying to make more of it, and it's just super good. Okay, I'm going to be making a homemade hamburger helper tonight. I have my ground beef that I am browning in the pan, just making sure it's cooked all the way through. And my kids love hamburger. They love mac and cheese. So I'm making hamburger helper, but homemade style. And it is really, really good. This is a huge hit. I love this. So whenever we have leftovers, I like to have it for lunch. But I'm using one pan. So I browned all my ground beef, and I'm going to make the rest of it now. So I have 2 cups of chicken broth. I have 2 tablespoons of flour. I'm going to add in some onion powder, some seasonings, I'm going to give this all a whisk and bring it to a boil. And this is really easy. You know, I love simple meals, so this is definitely a very easy way to make a homemade hamburger helper. If you've ever had hamburger helper before, it is really delicious. It comes in tons of different types. My mom used to make it when I was growing up all the time, but I've never made the actual hamburger helper for my kids, only this homemade one. And I think anything homemade is definitely good. So this one's just, it's a hit. So I have 1 can of tomato sauce that I'm going to add in. And I'm going to add in my noodles now. So I'm going to cook the noodles in the tomato and beef broth, and it just gives this so much flavor, really, really good flavor. So I'm going to let this all sit for about 7 minutes. Cook up those noodles, and I'll add in the rest of the ingredients, the cheeses and stuff, as soon as these noodles are all cooked up. Okay, I'm adding in the ground beef. And I'm also adding in 2 cups of shredded cheddar cheese. And I shredded the cheddar cheese myself from a brick of cheese. I find that if you shred it yourself, it melts easier and more consistently than if you buy pre-shredded cheese. I have 1 cup of heavy whipping cream. And I am going to give this all a stir and let the cheese melt and just combine all of these ingredients. Definitely easy and really, really so good. This one is on repeat at our house for sure. I'm going to make a casserole tonight. I have my poached chicken, and it's going to be a green bean casserole, just like you would make like for Thanksgiving, but with chicken. So I have my 2 chicken breasts that I poached. I poached them last night, and I diced it all up, and poached chicken is my favorite in casseroles. It's so nice and tender. I have 2 cans of green beans that I'm draining all the liquid out. So I'm going to add that in over the chicken. I have 2 cans of cream of mushroom also. So I will add these in next, and I will spread that evenly over top as well. I'll add on some cheese, and then the crispy fried onions give this so much flavor, and I love the little crunch of that. So on top, so it's exactly like green bean casserole. Just adding some protein to make this a really yummy dinner casserole, to just have a one dish dinner casserole. Really, really good, super easy. So everything, once it's ready to go, I'll put it in the oven, cook it for about 30 to 40 minutes, and it is delicious. All right, this is ready to go for dinner, and so good. I hope you enjoyed these 5 quick and easy dinner recipes, all simple, nice and healthy, and just love sharing these with you guys. Make sure you subscribe to my channel if you're new. I'll see you guys all in my next video. I hope you have a really great rest of your day.